Hi, this is Sandy with SDS Digital. Here's an update on the R.U.L.E, which was formerly called the What's Next module. R.U.L.E is a reactive rule-based signal engine where user-defined rules are executed sequentially to transform and route signals. R.U.L.E stands for Reactive Universal Logic Engine, and it is all that and more. I decided to change the name because A, R.U.L.E more accurately describes its main function, to take inputs from various sources and apply rules to them to get an output, and B, so as I could stop habitually referring to it as the WhatsApp module. Just habit. The 12 I/O jacks are the main feature, of course. These have also been rearranged from across to downward, depending on the rules stated. Each jack will become an input or an output. Also, the USB device is marked MIDI and the other a host, so a USB controller or keyboard can be hooked up, possibly even a hub. Similar to other Accord series modules, the main screen shows quick box buttons, although these are quite different. You may have noticed two types of quick boxes in this video. I've been experimenting with different styles. I like this one better. What do you think? With this button, you can select the stored programs you have saved. As they load, you can see the assigned output LED colors change. LED colors are red for CV, green for gate, blue for a jack set to be a trigger, and orange if the source was from a MIDI origin. There may also be one other color for audio, but that's kind of up in the air right now. So this one is the meat of the module, blocks, R blocks, rule blocks. There are 4 blocks you can use to enter rules. They all run in sequence, so rule lists can be mentally separated into blocks if desired. Inside the blocks is the rules editor. I won't go into the actual rules details at this point because it's changing so often that anything I say at this point will probably be inaccurate compared to the final iteration. While in a block, pressing the run button shows line numbers, and the stop button opens up an insert point so you can insert lines easily. Most of the time the module will be running anyway, but sometimes stopping to reset the sequencers, variables, and outputs might be desired, so that's why these buttons exist at all. Anyway, here you can use drop-downs to set the destination, and a declaration of a 1- or 2-part expression. Going past 9.999 will remove it from the line. Scrolling past the end of the line exits the zoom. So now variable 3 is just a copy of the CV at input G without the offset. Bus is a global variable where var is local to this block only. To remove any other element, just select the bracketed question mark at the top. Take no note of the drop-down's list order. This will be changing. The numeric entry needs to be near the top, as this is used often. Numbers can be input per digit, or scrolled through if you prefer. It's offset by 1.510 volts now. Each type of output or destination has a color, which matches the LED color. The purpley color is actually bright red. LCD colors are not great on this camera. So that's the basic gist of the block rules. As I said, this is just a progress report, not a tutorial, so don't take anything down. The rules are all pretty easy to understand anyway. There's also the choice of creating a sequence of rules and conditions via Wi-Fi from any browser or on a computer or phone, using the familiar drop-downs and intelligent prompts, just like it is in the actual module. After done, just click the Send button to update the rule. But for live tweaks, to a running algorithm, like fine-tuning a numerical expression, for example, or adjusting a conditions cutoff, let's say, the rules editor is still the best, as it's the fastest and you don't have to keep hitting send because it updates instantly. Exiting from the rules blocks, there are other configurations that can be made. The next quick box is the LFO. There are 4 of them, and each one's defaults can be set in here. The frequency of the LFOs can be set from rules, as well as the phase reset moment. There's 4 envelopes with various settings on a shape visualizer if you don't like numbers. That part has a glitch, so I won't go there right now. The sequencer, that may look like this, is under development. It will be able to present lane CVs and gates to the rules in blocks, or directly drive outputs. The cool thing about the lanes is they can all be different lengths and have their reset position changed by rules, so it can window over a larger sequence using values or conditions, perfect for creating something intelligently generative. The quantizer has a lot of fun settings too, and can also load global hand-calibrated tunings of VCOs or whatever you want. It's like a scale quantizer or a chord quantizer, depending on how you want to use it. And there are a set of preset chords that you can pull from, and preset scales, like Phrygian, Dorian, major, minor, so you don't have to do them up manually. At the bottom, there will be 2 octaves of piano-like notes that you can mask or unmask, making it very simple to create scales and chords. Something similar to the C4LL if you've seen that in the C4LL. It's also useful for half semitone or non-Western scales too, whatever you like. The frequency to volt is an evolving addition. It's great for simple tone recognition from, say, a flute, recorder, whistle, whatever single note sound to create a CV from. It's also used for tuning VCOs to get really accurate frequency-aligned outputs if you need perfection. I used this from DAW sequences to play MIDI notes, and it was surprisingly accurate. There are 4 of these, but all from the assigned jack, which is on the panel. You can see now it's called Tune. It used to be called FRQ. It may go back to being FRQ again. What makes the 4 different is their assigned frequency range. Actions like sample confidence, slew, filtering, and such will be included in the frequency setup menu. There are also 4 separate random generators that can be used as noise sources or probability engines. I haven't even started on those yet. MIDI setup is obvious with masks between panel, USB, and backplane MIDI sources, the usual fare. Surprisingly less options though, as the rules can set channels, CCs, and the like, so that makes the MIDI settings a lot less complicated. Loads and saves is how you import preset demo blocks or your blocks, save them, save named configurations, etc. View Terminal is interesting. I can't show you yet, but it's a cool addition. It can list output status like an old CRT monitor, or a scrollable output oscillogram, so you can see the signals as they happen going from left to right, just like an oscilloscope. Plus the other one I won't mention in case we don't go ahead with that. Program settings pertains to the settings for this particular user program. Global settings make settings that are commonly used by all user programs, for the whole module basically. A specified VCO calibration would reside in global settings, so it can be used by any setup. And here's a cool thought. For future low-cost expansions, mostly control services and the like, the R.U.L.E is a wireless access point for the expansions, dismissing the need for wires to the expansions. Small 4HP modules for knobs, buttons, switches, and more will automatically connect to it, with a low latency connection. At that point, the expansion protocol will be open source if you want to make your own. As these expansions are seen by the R.U.L.E, they are added into the R.U.L.'s drop-downs. Well, that's where I'm at right now. I'll be jumping from the prototype to the high-speed prototype too soon. I'll post more updates and perhaps run some demos with a scope so you can see how cool this whole thing is. Thanks for watching.